Terrific Journey with Mike. I'm Mike, Reformed Fat Man, and this is
Paige,
my lovely wife. Today we're going to not necessarily review, but compare 3 different chips. We have the Quest chips, which is probably the most well-known of all the chips. This is the nacho cheese flavor. All 3 of these are, oh bless you. All 3 of these chips are the same flavors. And we have the Atkins protein chips that are the nacho cheese flavor, which I had not seen these till just recently. And then we have the Hilo chips, and these are the nacho cheese flavor. Imagine that. So we're gonna compare them for taste, texture, dipability. Maybe if that's a word. If it ain't, it is now. So we have some guacamole here. I tend to buy it in this because it lasts longer. And I don't have to worry about it going bad. And so we'll be trying it in that way. Let's start with the Atkins, because that's one I have not seen at all just till recently. It has 140 calories. One bag is a serving. 140 calories in a serving. 7 fat, 5 cholesterol, sodium 330, 8 total carbohydrates, 4 dietary fiber, 1 total sugar, 13 protein. So that's 4 net carbs for it. Then we have the Quest, which is 1 bag, 140, so same calories for both. 6 fat, 10 cholesterol, 340, and sodium, total carbohydrates 5, 1 dietary fiber, and 1 of which is a sugar. So 4 net carbs for this one also. Now the Hilo, the reason it's such a big bag is I couldn't find any other bag. It is 150 calories for a serving, and a serving is 1 ounce, which is about 14 chips, it says. And I don't know how many chips the other would be. But anyway, let's see, how many ounces does it say? Let's see if I can see that on it, how many ounces would be serving. Doesn't say, it just says 1 bag, so you don't have an ounce comparison on either one of them. So that's not going to be able to compare that, but it has 10 fat total, 0 cholesterol. The other had, Atkins had 5, and I'm sorry, not 5. They had 5, and the Quest had 10. So it's less cholesterol. 220 milligrams of sodium, which is less than these 2. It's 5 total carbs, so that's the same as the total carbs for the Quest, but less than the Atkins. 2 fiber and 9 protein, so it's 3 net carbs, which is less than either of the other 2. So 150 calories, if you're counting calories, that's no big difference. And I'm guessing that's probably about the same serving size.
and the other one's 140 calories?
140 for both, yes. 140.
Okay.
So, let's pull out the oops. Didn't want to put that many. Didn't want to put that many. I was trying to put just a few. We'll do the Atkins first. Try for texture.
I like the texture.
It's got a good texture. Kind of dissolves in your mouth quick.
I kind of like that.
That's different. but it's a decent texture.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel it's kind of sticking to my teeth a little bit. Let's see what it cracks like. Oh, cracks really easy, real easy, with no effort. So that might be a dipping problem.
Oh, for dipping, yeah. True. But to eat by itself, it's really good.
Yeah, I agree. If you're just eating a chip, that's not bad. I will say this, we don't buy a lot of chips. I tend to make our chips. So, but I know a lot of folks out there that y'all don't make your own and you buy them. So this is for those of you who watch that do that. So, all right, the taste and texture is real good. Real good. Mm-hmm. Let's try the Quest. Let's see. Let me put these into the bag here. And yes, I know I'm rebagging chips, but it's just us. It's just us, and we don't care.
I don't want to get your cooties.
I think you already got them.
That's true.
So, I must say, I've had the Quest chips before, and I have never, ever seen where they are whole that much. Where they're whole chips that much.
Not crumbled up.
Not crumbled up. Never seen them. So these are lightweight. They're very lightweight. These two are very lightweight, and they are both protein chips. This one does not advertise itself as a protein chip. The Hilo, the Quest and the Atkins, they do advertise themselves as protein chips. So that may be why they're lighter. So
not as
more of a
melt
crunch.
in your mouth, more of a crunch.
Right, more of a crunch. And you can.
I don't think they're not as
crunches
tasty
more.
as the other one.
They don't have near as much flavor.
Mm-mm.
Not
I mean,
near
they're
as
still
much.
good.
I agree, they're still good.
These might be good for dipping.
They might. They might. We're gonna find out.
Both for they're strong enough,
Right.
and it might add taste.
That's not a bad chip.
So far, the first one was my favorite.
Flavor wise,
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
yeah, I agree with you. That had a lot of flavor.
Cleanse my palate.
The Atkins had a lot of flavor in it. So now we'll go for the high-low chips. I'll just put one out here for
I wonder
now.
why they call it that.
I don't know, or is it Hilo? I don't know. High-low life. I don't know.
These questions that I have.
It's got a good. That's got a good. That's the best crunch. And the texture is more like a real chip, more like a real tortilla chip.
I still like the taste of the first one better.
These have flavor. The Quest and Hilo flavors about on par with each other. It's not bad flavor. It's just this, the Atkins, it was packed full. So now let's try dipping and see what dipping's like. And need something thick to see if it's going to hold up, and I think this is good thick stuff, this guacamole.
May have heard car door.
Oh, well, if it is, we'll pause and come back to this. Our son is coming over with his family. So first off, we have, I'm trying to get you a whole chip.
There goes the dog, so.
Yep, we have company, so
Company's
we'll
here.
come back to you in just a minute. So we are back. We just had an excellent visit with our son and his family, and our youngest granddaughter was here. It was so much fun to have him here. So thank you for indulging us. And we were down to the taste test. So with the dip test. We're going to start out with the same order we went in. We're just tasting and comparing tastes that way, and that was with the Atkins chip. And we have some guacamole, and we'll dip it in there. You want to go? if you want me to.
So we're testing this for
Dipability.
dipability. I just, I don't like a lot of.
Oh, yeah, that's not a
that's
dip.
not-
That's a dunk.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? I don't normally dip, so I'm not.
Here's a dip.
Okay.
You do like that,
Oh.
and I hear it cracking. I hear it cracking trying to dip it.
Oh.
And there
Mine
it
broke.
Hers broke.
Love the chip though.
With the dip
Not
on
a
it's
dipper.
tasty.
It's not a dipper.
It's not a dipping chip. If you're just going to eat
But
chips,
it's good.
that's the one, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's move on to doing the Quest chips.
That dip is good too. What is it?
It's guacamole.
Okay.
And yes, I know, I could make my own. Avocados tend to go bad. I'm going to try my hand at doing the frozen avocados and using them to make it with, because that will last longer.
Oh.
And if I bought the bigger container, it would go bad before we could eat it. This is a smaller container, it's much easier to deal with, and I don't waste money. So being frugal, I know, cheapskate. I say frugal, she says cheapskate.
I didn't say that.
But now we're going to do the Quest chips.
Okay, here we go. Oh no. Okay, I got it.
It's already broke.
Oh, it sure is. Trying to, if that's how you're supposed to dip it. Mm-hmm.
Well, mine didn't break, but I hear it cracking. Can you see the remains of a chip in there?
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Finger looking good.
I wouldn't classify this as a dipping chip either. So now we're doing the Hilo.
I'll be surprised if this has any trouble dipping. Maybe it's. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's your dipping chip right there, I think. Well, look.
Well,
The only one I broke. That's good with a dip on it for sure.
well, not
Let me try it
all.
with another chip, see if it breaks.
Not all dips are
It still broke.
as heavy as that, right?
No.
A lot of dips are more creamy or liquidy. Not liquidy, but you know what I mean.
With a salsa, it would do better.
Yeah, salsa. That's what I'm thinking of. That kind of thing.
All of them, you could use any of them on salsa. You could use any of them on cheese dip too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go one more chip with this because I'm not. Since you just dipped right away and it didn't break, I'm gonna try it again. That one didn't break, and I think I was shocked that the other two broke. Because this is a much sturdier chip, much sturdier than these other two. These other two they're flimsy, and they're gonna break.
I like them by themselves.
So if I'm buying them for dipping, the Hilo would be the one I'd get. But if I'm going for taste
That one.
and just eat a chip, that would be the one I'd get. It's got the best flavor. If I'm going for the best net carbs and all, that one. And so there you have it. And I think these I think while it said there's about 14 chips to a serving, and these were the whole bag, and there is more than 14 chips in there. These are much lighter weight than these. These are much lighter weight than these. So I think you would get more substance with these chips. It would fill you up
With these
better.
being
The
these.
Hilo chips. So, but that's the way it is now. I had chip fingers, and I am strongly trying not to lick my fingers on camera. But I will as soon as it's off. So, appreciate you, huh?
I licked my fingers
Oh,
on camera.
heathen.
Sorry.
Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it. Until the next time, this is Mike
And Paige.
saying, let's be careful out there.